Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher, and we are back again with the CSAT session. Now let's see. Today we are going to do CSAT Logical Reasoning 2022 Part 3. Now let's see what kind of questions we have got in 2022. Now let's start this question. So basically, this says that three statements followed by three conclusions that are given. Okay. You have to take a statement that is true, seem to be variance. Okay, so basically we can say it is a question of syllogism. Now let's start. What does it says? It says that some doctors are teachers. So basically I can say we have some doctors, we have some teachers. So some doctors are teachers. That is the first statement. All teachers are engineers. Okay, so let's call it engineers. So all teachers are engineers. All engineers are scientists. So all engineers are scientists. So this is what the statement says. Okay, now let's see what statements are true, what are not. Some scientists are doctors, some scientists are doctors. That statement is definitely going to be true. So conclusion one is true. All engineers are doctors. This is something that may be true, may not be true. I can't say for sure. So basically, this will not be considered as true. Some engineers are doctors. That is definitely going to be true. That some engineers are definitely doctors. So it means conclusion 3 is also true. Conclusion 1 is also true. So basically, answer of this question is going to be option C, where both conclusion 1 and conclusion 3 follows. Okay. Now let's move on to the move on to this question. What does it say? Okay, so there are 8 students, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, sit around a circular table. Okay, equidistant from each other. So there are 8 students. So first of all, I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and equidistant from each other, facing the centers, not necessarily in the same order. Okay. Okay. Now B and D sit neither adjacent to C nor opposite to C. A sits between E and D. F sits between B and H. Which of the following is definitely correct? Okay. So whenever you see this kind of question, definitely correct. So definitely correct means uh, we can't have a definite arrangement. We can't place everyone. Our job is to figure out which statement is true, which of the following options is true. So whenever you see these kind of questions, never struggle, never try to make a definite arrangement that A is sitting here, B is sitting here. No, you won't get it. Okay. So first statement, B and D said neither adjacent to C nor opposite to C. So let's place C here. So if C is here, B and D cannot be at this place. So B and D cannot be at this place. B and D cannot be at this place. Okay. B and D cannot be at this place. So B and D cannot be here, cannot be. Excuse me. So there are going to be 4 possibilities for B and D: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Now statement says that A sits between E and D. So basically E is here, A is here, D is here. Now there are 2 possibilities. Left question is not talking about left and right. So what I can say, I can place E over here, A over here, D over here. So that is one of the possibilities, right? Second possibility can be E is here, A is here. Sorry, D cannot be here. So let's place D over here, A over here, and E over here. So basically there are 2 possibilities we are talking about. Okay. So one E, A, D, second D, A, E. Okay. And why I'm not bothering about this side, because question is not talking about left and right. So both arrangements are fine, or if you want, you can take it on another side as well. Now F sits between B and H. Okay. So basically if B is here, F will be here, H will be here. So that is one of the possibilities. Okay. Second possibility can be H is here, F is here, and B is here. So there are again 2 possibilities. Okay. Now let's check with the options. B sits between A and G. B sits between A and G. Is it definitely true? Definitely not, because A is here, G might be here, B is here. So B is not sitting between A and G. That's rejected. C sits opposite to G, not necessarily, because C might sit opposite to E, C might sit opposite to H, C might not sit opposite to G, might sit opposite to G. So not true. E sits opposite to F, not necessarily. E is here, F can be here. So both the and E is here, F is here. So both the possibilities might be true. So C sits opposite to F. This might be true, not necessarily. So this is also rejected. So my answer of this question is going to be none of the above. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. What does it say? It says it is a question of data sufficiency. In a question of data sufficiency, our job is to figure out how we can get the answer by using statement 1 and statement 2. Now let's see. It's just open-ended question that who's sitting immediate left of A, and the question says there are 6 people, A, B, C, D, E, F. So this is a circular arrangement. This is A. Sorry, not A. Sorry, this is the mistake I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and 6. So there are 6 people, and they are sitting on a circular table, and I need to figure out who's sitting left of A. Okay. B sitting opposite to C, D sitting opposite to E. So let's say B is sitting here, C sitting here, B sitting opposite to C, D sitting here, E sitting here. Now A can be here or A can be here. So we don't know who's sitting immediate left of A. So basically, first statement alone is not sufficient. Let's move to the second statement. What does it says? F is sitting immediate left of B. Again, it is of no use. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take both the statements into the consideration and solve, and let's see whether we can get the answer or not. So F is sitting immediate left of B. So if B is here, F must be here, because left of B is going to be this. Okay. If B is here, C must be here. It means at this place, D can be here or E can be here. At this place, E can be here or D can be here, because D and E are sitting opposite to each other. Now, what are the place that is left out? That is this place, and this A is sitting here. Who's sitting immediate right of A? That is C. Who's sitting immediate left of A? That can be either D or E. So basically, I cannot answer this question definitely, because I don't know D is here or E is here. So my answer of this question is going to be option D, that both statements together are not sufficient to answer the question, even if I take both the statements simultaneously. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. What does it say? So there are 6 lectures, A, B, C, D, E, F. तो बेसिकली 6 लेक्चर हैं, एक घंटे के हैं, और वो 8 बजे से लेके 2 बजे तक शेड्यूल्ड हैं. एंड क्वेश्चन इज टॉकिंग अबाउट थर्ड पीरियड कौन सा है. अगेन इट इज अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ डेटा सफिशिएंसी, क्योंकि स्टेटमेंट 1 स्टेटमेंट 2 गिवन है. सो 1 2 3 4 5 और 6. ठीक है, 6 लेक्चर्स को अपन को वो करना है. The first statement says F is preceded by A and followed by C. मतलब F के पहले A आ रहा है और F के बाद C आ रहा है. इसका मतलब ये तीनों एक साथ जाएंगे. तो ऐसा हो सकता है कि पहला लेक्चर A है, फिर F है, फिर C है, या फिर ये हो सकता है कि दूसरा F है, दूसरा A है, तीसरा F है, चौथा C है. ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि ये F है, ये C है, A है, F है और C. मतलब कुछ कंक्लूड नहीं कर सकते, राइट. सेकेंड वन सेज देयर इज नो लेक्चर आफ्टर बी. इसका मतलब बी आखिरी लेक्चर. ठीक है, तो अगर मैं बी को यहाँ कर दूं, सो बी बी बी, अगेन तीसरा लेक्चर कौन सा होगा? तीसरा लेक्चर मेरा सी भी हो सकता है, एफ भी हो सकता है, ए भी हो सकता है. सो वी डोंट नो फॉर श्योर. सो इसका मतलब स्टेटमेंट 1 स्टेटमेंट 2 दोनों मिला के भी डेफिनेट आंसर नहीं आएगा. सो आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग टू बी ऑप्शन 4. स्टेटमेंट 1 स्टेटमेंट 2 बोथ टुगेदर आर नॉट सफिशिएंट टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन. अब इस पे आते हैं. कंसीडर द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट्स बिटवीन 316 and 317 both hour hand and minute hand coincide. So basically ये जो क्वेश्चन है ये अपना क्लॉक्स का क्वेश्चन है. एंड क्लॉक्स के क्वेश्चन में एक फॉर्मूला होता है, दैट इज थीटा इज इक्वल टू 30h माइनस 30h माइनस 11/2 टाइम्स मिनट्स। मतलब ये बोल रहा है कि 3 बजे के बाद कितने बजे दोनों हैंड कोइंसाइड करेंगे। ठीक है, सो आर की वैल्यू हो गई 3, कोइंसाइड का मतलब एंगल हो गया 0। सो 30 × 3 कितना हो गया 90 माइनस 11/2 एम। तो यहां से क्या आ जाएगा 11/2 एम, दैट इज इक्वल टू 90। सो एम कम्स आउट टू बी 180/11। 180/11 जो होगा ये 16 पॉइंट समथिंग आएगा, राइट। सो 316 से 317 के बीच में कोइंसाइड करेंगे तो पहला तो ट्रू है, right. Now if I look at the second statement 458, so basically this is minute hand and second hand, right. If you just close your eyes and see क्या दोनों मिनट हैंड एंड सेकेंड हैंड कोइंसाइड करेंगे 458 से 459 के बीच में, डेफिनेटली, क्योंकि हर एक मिनट में सेकेंड हैंड मिनट हैंड को कोइंसाइड तो कर ही रहा है, इसका मतलब सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट ट्रू होगा। सो आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग टू बी बोथ 1 and 2। सो ये स्टेटमेंट डेफिनेटली ट्रू होगा। Now let's move on to the next one. What does it says? A pie chart gives expenditure on 5 different items A, B, C, D, E. If B, C, D, E. Okay. So pie chart की बात करें, so pie chart में जो टोटल जो pie chart बनता है वो हमेशा ऐसे बनता है, उसमें से कुछ एंगल इधर आ जाएगा, कुछ एंगल इधर आ जाएगा, कुछ एंगल इधर आ जाएगा, कुछ एंगल इधर आ जाएगा। ठीक है, और सारे एंगल्स का जो सम होगा वो 360 डिग्री होगा। ठीक है, बी कितना है 90, सी कितना है 50, डी कितना है 45, ई कितना है 75। सो अगर मैं सबको ऐड कर दूं तो कितना आएगा 140, 140 प्लस 120 260। टोटल एंगल 360 है, so उसमें से इन चार का सम 260 है, तो ए कितना होगा 100 डिग्रीज। So basically it is 100 degrees, but the question says what percent. Okay. So 360 डिग्री जो पाई चार्ट का है वो हमेशा रिप्रेजेंट करता है कि 360 डिग्री इज इक्वल टू 100%, राइट। सो अगर मैं बोलूं कि 1 डिग्री क्या होगा, 1 डिग्री विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू 100/360। ओके, 100 डिग्रीज जो होंगे वो किसके बराबर होंगे, वो होंगे 100 × 100 डिवाइड बाई 360 डिग्री। सो बेसिकली अपना आंसर जो है वो यही आएगा, 0 से 0 कट गया, इससे 4 से काट देंगे तो यहाँ पे आएगा 25, यहाँ पे आएगा 9। सो 100 डिग्रीज जो होगा वो 250/9 डिग्रीज परसेंट के बराबर होगा, एंड दैट्स गोइंग टू बी आवर आंसर। सो आंसर ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग टू बी ऑप्शन डी, डायरेक्टली। सो बेसिकली कोई फॉर्मूला जानने की जरूरत नहीं है, सीधे सीधे आप डिग्री टू परसेंटेज कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं बाई नोइंग दिस दैट 360 डिग्रीज इज इक्विवेलेंट टू 100%। चलिए, let's move on to the next one. What does it says? What is the value of x in the sequence 2, 12, 36, 80, 150 and x? Okay, now this might be a little tricky. Okay, so I'm just writing the sequence. This is going to be this. So हम लोग ऑलरेडी देख चुके हैं कि whenever we have some sort of sequence, so what we do, we take the difference first. So I am taking difference. Difference is 10. Okay, difference is 24. Okay, what is the difference here? Difference is I would say 44. Okay, now what is the difference? Difference is 70. Okay, now this is x. What is the difference? I don't know. Okay, so अब difference में कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the differences of difference. So ये आ गया 14, ये कितना आया 20, ये कितना आया 26। अब यहाँ पे आप डिफरेंस देखिए, so this difference is 6, this difference is 6. So next जो difference होना चाहिए वो क्या होना चाहिए, 6 होना चाहिए. So this should be 32. It means this should be 102. Right, so this difference should be 32, so this should be 102. So basically it did so plus 102, that is going to be your next number, that is going to be 252. So answer of this question is going to be option B. So a lot of times when you are going to get the questions of sequence, you can just take out the differences of differences, eventually you are going to get the answer. इतना difficult नहीं होता है. With this, we conclude the session. Anyone has any doubt, you can just drop a message in the chat box or comment box. Thank you.